Welcome students. In today's class, we will learn the different modes which are supported in file input and output operations in C programming. There are different types of modes. Basically, the mode means what? The purpose of opening a file, right? When we try to perform input and output operations or file handling in C programming, then we need to define the purpose of opening that particular file. It can be for reading purpose or it can be for a writing purpose, which we have seen in our previous classes, right? Apart from this read and write, R and W, there are different types of modes. First, let us try to understand what is the necessity of the remaining other types of modes. Okay, now, let's quickly just do a quick revision on the first mode, that is R. R means what? The file will be opened only for the reading operation, that is input operation. If we try to perform any other operation, then there will be an error. That is what the concept is. Now, at the time of opening the file, the corresponding file might be present or file might not be present on the particular system. If it is present, then definitely it is going to open. If it is not present, if the file is not present, then it is going to return the null value. Right? Okay. Students, at any point of a time, you can interrupt me and ask your doubts if you have any. Okay. The second mode is the write mode. That is, we call it to be a W. So here, W means we are opening the file in writing operation, or the purpose of the opening the file is to write the content onto the file. Now, since we are opening in a W mode, that means that we can only perform writing operation. We can't perform any other operations. If any such thing happens, like if I have opened the file for writing purpose and if I try to read the content from the file, then it will give the errors. Okay. Now, apart from that, there can be two situations at the time of opening the file. One is the file might be present, file might not be present. If file does not present, whatever specified file we are trying to open as W mode, if that file doesn't exist, then a new file will be created by that particular name. For example, if I write FP and say fopen, okay, and then the first parameter is the file, say test.txt is the file name, and the second parameter is the mode, that is W mode. Now, if this particular file is present, well and good, it will open that file. And if there are any content inside this particular file, then it will overwrite all that content with the new contents. If this particular specified file is not present, then this will be created. Understood the concept of a W? Because if you know concepts, then only the remaining concepts you are going to understand, because there is a slight variation in the different types of the modes. Okay, each and every concepts, whatever the points I have given, it should be clear with you. Okay, now let us see the next concept. Why we require the different types of the modes when we already have a read and write? The problem with the read and write means, not rather problem, but we can say the disadvantages. If I open the file in R mode, I can't perform writing operation. If I open a file in W mode, I can't perform read operations. We may require, as a programmer, we may require read and write operations simultaneously on a particular file. Right? Before I close the file, I need to perform read and write operations both. Right? In such cases, I cannot use these two different modes. I require something different types of the modes, which will help me in performing the read and write options together. Right? In that case, or there can be other situation like, if you think of this particular W mode, for example, if there is a test.txt and assume that the file exists and it contains a certain data on it, say hi, hello, are the two lines, right? This is the content which is placed on this particular text.txt file. Okay, this is the content which is placed on the text.txt file. Now, assume that already certain contents are there and I'm trying to write certain more contents onto it. If I use W, okay, let me take some good example instead of this. Say I'm writing certain roll numbers there. Say 201 roll number I have added, 202 roll number I have added, 203 roll number I have added. These are the roll numbers which I have added into this particular file. Okay, call it as rno.txt file. Okay, now next time I want to open this file and I want to add few more roll numbers to it. I want to add few more roll numbers to it means after this 203, I want to add 204 and 205. Right? Means basically I want to append the content. I want to append the content. Append means what? Basically, if file already contains a certain data, the file contains a certain data, and on top of that, I want to add a few more data so that the old content and new content both are saved successfully on the file. That is what the appending means. I want to add the content. Exactly, I can say I want to add the content at the end of the file, like this, right? If I want to do this one, will this W help me? If I open the file in W mode, will it help me to perform such type of an operation?
No, sir.
No. What will happen? If already the file contains certain data, and if I'm opening the file in W mode, what it says, if the file exists, the new content overrides the previous content. Means if I want to write 204 and 205, and if I open the file in W mode, it is going to delete all this content, and whatever the new content I will type or I will write, that will get stored. Again, suppose next time if I want to write some more data, then again the existing data will be deleted and the next roll numbers are going to be stored over there. So here, the disadvantage of opening the file in W mode is that the contents, whatever it was having earlier, you can say to be a old data, will be overwritten or will be deleted and the new data will be added. That is a disadvantage of that. In order to overcome this disadvantage, like if we have the new old content already, if we have the old content on the file and you want to add the new content at the end of the file, like 204 and 205, every time I open the file and I want to write certain content onto that. In such cases, we need to use another type of a mode called as A. Here, A specifies open a particular file for appending. So A for appending. Appending means it adds new data at the end of the file. Previously, if these are the contents, so end of the file is 203, and then the next content will keep on adding at the end of the file. So these two roll numbers will be added. If I open the file in append mode. So again the syntax is going to be same, like fp is equals to f open. Okay, say in this case it is rno.txt. Okay, and then the mode I need to specify just as a. So this means that open this particular file in append mode. Okay, now again there can be a different situations here. If the file already exists, that means certain content is already there in the file. So the new content will be written at the end of the file. That is how I explained here in this way. Suppose if this particular file doesn't exist, and if I'm opening the file in A mode, means what it will do, it will create a file. It will just create a file, and in that case, there will be nothing data in the file, and whatever I write, that is going to be stored in the file. That is the meaning of appending or opening the file with A mode. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so these three, that is read, write, and append. These are individual. They perform only that particular operation. Means read, R means it opens the file only in read mode. W means it opens the file only in writing mode by deleting the previous content. A means it opens the file only in appending mode. None of these three allows to perform both the operations such as input and output operations. They just perform only one type of operations. If you just understand, or if you understand keenly, R means if I open only reading, W and A will only allow to perform output operation. It will not perform the input operation. Now, if we want to mix up, or if you want to perform simultaneously, that is input as well as output operation, then there are few more different types of modes. Let us look into those different types of modes here. Okay. Now, the next one is read mode plus R plus. The mode is R plus. How it is written basically? FP equals to F open. Okay. And first it is going to be again the file, say rno.txt, comma. Second is going to be R plus. Within the double quotes, I'm going to type as R plus. Okay. Now understand this, what R plus means. Open the file for both reading and writing. Means if you look at this, the convention R plus means, so basically I'm trying to open the file in read mode and also allow me to write the content onto it. Also allow me to write the content onto it. That means what? If file should be exist first of all, because that is the concept of a R. R means the file should be exist, then only it allows to read. Okay. If file exists and if I'm performing R plus means I can read the content and I can also write the content. Write the content means the example something like this. Suppose let us consider the first case. Understand these cases. Okay. First case is that say the rno.txt does not exist. File does not exist. Then if I perform R plus, what will happen? The function will return null value. Function will return a null value. Why? Because the mode is R plus. Basically, you are going to open the file in read mode and you can also perform writing operation. That means if file itself is not present, then I cannot perform read operation. Because of that, the function that is f open is going to give a null value. Okay. Now, case 2 could be something like this. This specified file exists. If this specified file exists. Exist means what? Okay, I can open the file for reading. And plus indicates, okay, I can also perform writing. So writing means what? If file is already there, I can delete the content of the file. W, that plus indicates here, whatever the data is existing, all the data will be overwritten. If I try to write anything, it will be overwritten. So basically R plus means in a one sentence, if I can say, if the file doesn't exist, it returns null. If file exists, then contents of that file will be deleted with the new content which I'm going to write for. Along with that, it also provides me a flexibility of reading. Understood this R plus?
Yes, sir.
Old data will be overwritten. Old data will be overwritten. It is like a read and write together. But only thing is that if file should be existing in order to perform the write operation. If file itself doesn't exist, then it is going to give a null value. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now let us move on to the next one, that is W plus. So now W plus means what? Again, it opens the file for both reading and writing. But how it is different than R plus? If you look into the previous one, R plus, this R plus also was opening the file in reading and writing, both operations. W plus also allows us to open the file in read and writing purpose. But the next concepts or the next capabilities are a little different. If the file exists, previous contents will be overwritten by the new one. If file doesn't exist, it will create a new file here. So two cases again here, two cases. The case one, suppose if rno.txt, if this file does not exist, then what it will do? It will create a new file because it is W. W means create the file if it is not there. Right? And if the second case is, case 2 is going to be what? If file exists, then the old data or old content will be overwritten. Can anyone tell me the main difference between A plus and W plus?
Sir, if file does not exist, R plus return null, and in W plus it creates a new file.
Very good. A plus and both the R plus and W plus. The common feature is that if a file exists, old data will be overwritten. That is the common thing. But how they differ? When the specified file does not exist, in R plus it will return a null value, but in the W plus it returns or it creates that particular file as a new file. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have the one more, the last one, which we call it as A plus. Okay. Now, let me do it in the other way. Read these particular couple of sentences. Then can anyone tell me what is the case 1 and case 2 here? How it may exhibit its features? Let's see if anybody can try to explain this one, A plus. What will happen if the file does not exist here?
New file will be created. New file
will be created. New file will be created. Very good. Okay. Now, will it allow reading and writing?
Only reading.
Case 1, if I open the file in A plus, will it allow me to read as well as write?
Sir, only reading.
Only reading. Okay. Can you read this one? So basically, if I open A plus, it allows me to perform both, that is input and output operations, both can be performed. If file does not exist, it will create a new file and it allows me to append the content, that is writing operation, and also it allows me to read the content from the file. Okay, now second case, if file exists, what will happen?
The new data can be added and old data does not get deleted.
Very good. If the file exists, then suppose if the file contains certain data, then it is going to append the data. Whatever the new data I'm going to perform as a write operation, it is going to be appended at the end without deleting any of its old content. Plus, it allows reading operation. If you just think here, A plus means whatever the appending operation A has, it does all that. With that, it just gives the flexibility of reading. That's it. Understood, students? These are little, you can say probably tricky to remember, but if you go through these particular different modes multiple times and understand, then these are really simple to remember also. Okay, first you need to know what R, W, and A means. If you know those three, how exactly they differ from, then understanding R plus, W plus, and A plus is not a difficult task. You can remember very easily. Okay, now still few more time is this, 10 minutes is remaining. Let me try to show you some demonstration of these things. Okay, before that, let me explain you one more function. There is another function called as F error. There is a function called as F error. The name itself suggests that it is trying to find certain errors which have happened with respect to the file pointer. Means it takes one parameter as the file pointer. It takes one particular parameter as the file pointer. Now, so where this F error is going to be helpful for us. Okay, now the situations can be something like this. Say, I have opened the file, say FP is going to be F open, let's say, rno.txt, and the mode is something, say, W. Now, what is the purpose of opening this particular file? Can anyone tell me in which mode it is being opened?
Writing mode.
Writing mode only. If file exists, it will delete all the content. Will it allow me to perform read operation?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right?
No, sir.
Suppose if I write a statement like this, FP, say, if I write CH is equals to get C of FP. What this particular statement is, what type of operation this statement implies?
So input operation?
It is input operation. But is this FP, is this particular file pointer FP, is it capable of performing input operation? Is this FP, is it capable of performing input operation on this file?
No, sir.
No, because the file is opened in only write mode. It is opened in only write mode, and I'm trying to perform input operation, right? That means I'm trying to perform an operation which is not supported. In such case, if I write a statement, a kind of a code, if F error of FP, and I can write a simple statement like print F error and say else print F, say no error. What would you expect, student, here? Will this code will give the result as error or no error?
Error.
Error. Why? Can you explain?
So because we are opening the file is for writing purpose, and we are giving input operation.
Yes, we have opened the file in write mode, and we're trying to perform input operation. That is, we're trying to read the content from the file. If we try to do such things, then this file pointer is not capable of doing that one. When I try to do, it gives me a errors there. To check whether there are certain error conditions with respect to FP or not, we can make use of the library function called as F error. It takes one parameter as the file pointer here. So previous operation for this FP was what? The input operation. So when this operation is being carried out, there will be a states like whether it was a successful or whether it was went into an error condition, right? So if it went into an error condition, this function, that is f error, results in true. The f error says, okay, there was an error with respect to the previous operation which you were trying to perform with fp. So since it is a true, it will enter into the if block, true block, and it will display error message. Suppose if that was not the case, suppose if I would have written something like this, put C, say ch comma fp. If this is the state, right? Let me comment this line. Suppose if this is the statement what I have here, then what would be the output? Would it display error or no error?
No error.
No error. Because the file is opened in write mode and I can perform output operation, that is write operations only, right? And the statement here what I have is put ch fp, means I'm writing a character onto the file, right? So this f error, how it will validate? It checks that is there any error with respect to the fp previously, whatever it was trying to perform. No, there was no error, it says, because this is a correct or a valid operation, there was a no error. Since it is a no error, means this f error will result a false value. False value means it will enter into the no error. Understood, students, the working of this f error and where we can use such things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's see if I can take up certain examples, programmatic demonstration on those. Actually, I was planning to write a code, a program which will display you entire different working of all different types of modes, right? I found that probably it is going to be a little lengthy for you to understand. So what I will do is that I will not execute it together, but I'm going to ask you the output of this. Can anyone tell me, if I execute this program, the code which I have highlighted here, what is going to be the output? What will be the output, students, here? Provided that the test.txt is present in the file, in this particular directory. Assume that this test.txt is present. If so, then what is the output of this piece of code? That will test your understandings.
So file opened successfully in R mode and then error.
Okay, fine. Any other answers by any other students?
So error message.
File opened successfully will be displayed and then error will be displayed. That is correct. Whatever you both said is correct, because our assumption is what? This particular file exists, and since it is a R mode, so the file will be opened only for read operation, that is input operation, right? So this will not get executed. It will come on to the next line. This statement will be printed that file opened successfully in R mode. And the next statement is what? Put C A FP. You can see here, I'm not using any variable, but rather I'm just passing the character itself, right? The character itself I'm passing to print or write onto the file. But the operation is what? It is a put C, that is write operation. So the FP has an error state here. So if I try to perform the F error by passing that FP, it will give the true value. So it will go into an error condition. Fine. Now, can anyone tell me the output of this? Here, assumption is that this particular file, that is test.txt, does not exist. This file does not exist. Then what will be the output of this particular code block?
File opening error.
Okay. Any other? Anyone else?
So file opened successfully, error.
File open successful and error. That is the correct answer. See, we are trying to open the file in write mode. Write mode, what happens? If file doesn't exist, no worries. It will create a new file. It will create a new file. So file will be opened successfully in W mode. But next is what? I'm trying to perform an input operation, which is not supported. Which is not supported. Then it is going to give me an error. Suppose if I make a change here as say R plus, if I make it to be R plus. Now tell me the output of this code. Now the mode is changed as R plus.
So file opening error.
File opening. Okay, students, you can just enter the roll numbers quickly. Be quick. You can also answer. File opening error. Assuming that this file exists. Okay. Now, I have made the change in this particular code. Wherein earlier it was what? W mode. With this one, what you said was file will be opened in W mode and there will be an error. Okay. What if I make it to be a R plus? What is going to happen here? Can anyone interpret the output here? If the mode is changed to R plus, then what would be the output in this code?
The file opened successfully.
Then?
So no error.
No error. Why it will go into a no error? Can you elaborate?
So R plus is used for both reading and writing, and so the
Yes.
contents are deleted and new are added, sir.
Yes, very good. Since I'm trying to open the file both for reading and writing, and since file is present, it will not go into this if block. It will come here. File will be opened successfully, and I'm trying to perform the operation here with the FP as read the content, right? So that is also possible now. I can read the content from this particular file pointer. Since there are no errors, this F error will result in an false value. So we will get no error. Let's see. I will just quickly execute and show you that also. See, let's compile the program. GCC file name is 25. No warnings, no errors, right? So I think that was a case 2. See here. File opened successfully. This is not W actually. I have made changes to that. It is a A plus there. So no error. But if I make a change here stating to be as W, then the output would be what? It will show the error here. Okay, let us quickly check that also. Compile, okay, run, select the option 2, see. Now you can see there is an error because I'm trying to perform input operation on a file which is opened in W mode. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Similarly, what you guys can do is that since you know the concepts of these different modes, okay, since you are aware about that, then try to write a code something like this. You can just take a screenshot of this particular code. Similarly, you can try to modify, try to add a different cases. Okay, let me show you something here. This is the beginning, right? So it will just print you all these options. 1 for read, 2 for W, 3 for A, appending mode, like the different options you can set. Then according to that, you can write the different cases. These are the set of codes which you have to write in case 1. Similar code you need to write for case 2 for W mode and so on for the different types of the modes. Test your understandings of whatever we have studied as part of the theoretical concepts about the different modes by writing a small piece of codes and see whether the theoretical concepts are matching with the experiments. That will be your task. Okay. This is an additional task. If you perform, you will get definitely an advantage of that. Your knowledge base will increase. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this particular screen. Take a snapshot of this, keep it with you. Similar code you can write for the different cases. Okay, now another one, I will just try to put all these things, theoretical concepts on one page so that you can take a screenshot of that also. This is second one, third one, then we have the fourth one, then let's say fifth, and then sixth. Take a screenshot of this also. This is the theory of the different modes, and the other one earlier I showed you the one program, couple of snapshots programs for R, W, and R+. I think we have one more, right? Yeah, we have one more here. Sorry, A+. Yeah, this will make you the perfect things. So try to work it out yourself. Understand the concepts which you have studied by writing a simple programs on that. Okay.